You're right, Dad.
Having a body that is not one's own, a betraying, disintegrating body. A body that slowly or quickly becomes other, at least insofar as one's identity is premised on wholeness. Living with a disability can feel like this for a variety of reasons, such as the decline in one's physical and mental health, as well as the decline in one's social interactions, which can include ties with families, friends, and the general public. Due to cultural perceptions of people with disabilities, a person who lives with one can be ostracised and left isolated. People always looking, always staring.
Here we go. Introducing the challengers. We have Lucy, the Lionheart of Looker. And we have Giant, the Man of Iron. In the Staring Contest 2009. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Oh, she blinked. No.
The light was in my eye.
Oh, no.
That was cheating.
Oh, you'll be there, so it'll be alright.
I found that Kathleen Ngal explores this within her practice, being specifically drawn to a piece titled Bush Plum Flowers, which is an Aboriginal artwork where she experiments with acrylic paint on linen. Ngal's work plays with cultural knowledge of her nation, and it contrasts it with contemporary expression created with synthetic paint, in contrast to the traditional forms of Aboriginal art that use mark making and colour. The work provides me with an opportunity to reflect on tradition and how important it is to contemporary society. These themes can be communicated through the dot work, presenting the traditional Aboriginal style whilst contrasting it with the use of colour. Ngal's expression of unconventional colours of pinks, blues and purples rather than earthier tones like orange, ochres and browns. Because of the brighter and harsher colours used, this enables me to explore the idea of difference. Even so, the colours could express a cold feeling to the audience due to a large range of cool blue tones. Colours like this typically explore themes of isolation, which is a universal feeling felt by those within minority groups. On your birthday, I'll call.
You don't need to, it's not special.
A bit like Elijah, I want to say hi.
Okay. Because it's not special to me, it's birthday. It's not the day near death.
Happy Bailey's, I like you.
So, Stephen, do you know what Lucy calls you? Grandad, sausage roll.
Evening?
Yes.
Right, Dad.
Do you feel like a sausage roll? Do you look like a sausage roll?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I just got back. I think I've been back like 2 minutes. Have you done your disabled?
Not yet, but I will do. The dogs, lots of people saying they want a dog like them. Yeah, I was going to get up at the seaside. Yeah, that's right. Evening?
You're right, Dad.
Marnie just gets on with his because he just stuck at people now and he knows them.
More confident now.
What?
He's a bit more confident.
I do. Not with dogs.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I
might
don't
need
think
to
you
go
are.
out the gate. This is a bucket to get back in.
Within society, we selected the term ableism over disableism because the term parallels other terms widely used by the social psychologists such as racism, sexism, and heterosexism, as a way to express a change in what is perceived to be normal. This, in my opinion, is represented in Ngal's colour compositions, because they imply a deviation from what is considered to be normal or conventional. This is also visible in the more sporadic dot work rather than the more recognisable imagery seen in Aboriginal art that imitates a dreamscape or voyage to tell stories. I believe the story is revealed through the arrangement of the paint, given that there are clear clusters of colour that are growing more dominating and attracting to the eye. Similarly to those with visible differences like disabilities, who tend to draw the attention of people within our more able-bodied society.
And I know you wouldn't want that in the picture, so I was trying to be discreet there. So your sister very kindly pointed out.
What? That's what I'm here for. No, that's not what. Oh my god!
I'll tell you what.
Ableism is when you say that I don't act disabled and expect me to take that as a compliment.
Ableism is when you can pretend disabled people don't exist.
Ableism is when you assume that I'm automatically strong and courageous simply because I'm disabled.
Ableism is when you think I don't have a disability because you can't see it.
Ableism is when your discomfort becomes a bigger barrier than a flight of stairs.
Ableism is the systemic oppression of disabled people, the actions and beliefs labelling them as inferior to other people. However, when it comes to individuals with disabilities, the idea of oppression is overlooked. Societally, we have been taught that it is unusual to consider disability under the umbrella of minority prejudice.
Ableism is believing that heaven is a non-disabled place, where broken bodies finally become whole.
Ableism is believing I need to be fixed.
Ableism is thinking I'm out of line for demanding human rights.
Ableism is you refusing to fix what's really broken.
He's in my belly. He's on the belly. Everyone likes cheese because it's so
Okay.
Oh, that hit my bum. Are you get to book now?
Okay, very
Why is she sleeping in your room?
Because she needed a nap and we were going to give her a haircut, so I said she could have a nap whilst I'm doing that. But she's still asleep.
Wake her up then.
No,
Well,
it's fine.
chilling.
I'll give her another arm round and
You're right. She's good. I lost.
You know,
Everyone said they're really excited for you to come down.
Oh dear, I'm dreading it.
Similarly to Indigenous people, like Aborigines, the dignity of disabled people has not always been respected, and they have not always been afforded equal rights and equal opportunities. Yet the concept of passing, which is most frequently associated with the capacity of people of colour to appear and pass as white throughout history, has parallels in the disability community, where some disabilities are less obvious than others. I believe that this is being expressed because of the variety of dot sizes used by Ngal in Bush Plum Flowers. Due to the boldness of the white painted dots that highlight the artwork, the viewer may find it more challenging to properly appreciate the beautiful blue and purple dot work, which feels as though it is positioned further back within the painting, presenting once again the feeling of seclusion and the societal partitioning that can be felt amongst all minorities.
Hey?
Have you taken them out today?
If I have. They got all of them.
No, you said you hadn't the other day. These ideas can be seen through our use of language, dating back centuries, which conveys the theme of a lack of change in society in regards to those with disabilities, similarly to various groups of Indigenous people. Languages worldwide are full of colourful expressions and insults that appear to equate disability with something negative. Crippled, retarded, fall on deaf ears, turning a blind eye, are all examples of expressions people use to make a point, not always being aware of the harm, hurt, and prejudices behind them.
Did you get your letter?
Oh, yeah, I did. I got it.
Three walks a day brings me up to me,
No, I know. Why did it cost
me
you?
steps limit. It was promised
I
tomorrow,
find within
12
Ngal's
today.
piece Bush Plum Flowers the systemic divide that can be felt and seen from the viewpoint of those within a minority group. Something as subtle as the placement of white paint allows the feeling of it being overcrowded and dominates the piece as a whole, and distracting the audience from the beauty of the coloured dot work within the artwork as well. I feel as though this represents the disability community perfectly, due to the overshadowing that is displayed, as this can be felt when in our able-bodied society we tend to only look at the differences between people in order to ridicule or fetishise them. I believe that we should look at living with a disability as something that exudes one's individuality, rather than as something that is frowned upon and hidden. I will talk to you, probably not tomorrow, to be honest, because I'm busy. Maybe Sunday.
Don't get pissed.
Yeah, okay.
Right, I'll go off.
Okay, love you, bye.
Right, bye.